I guess we are good to go. So let's start off this session. So let's have the first question. So the first question we have, it's from Vinay. So Vinay asks that, do we have any offers on the Independence Day? So Vinay, to answer your question, yes we do. So for the Independence Day, we have the special offer wherein you can get a flat 25% off on all the Speedbot plans. How you can do that? So over here, if you're able to see in your Speedbot account in the home page, that is if you use the Independence 25 coupon code while purchasing your subscription plan, then you can avail the 25% off offer. So how you can do that? Firstly, do note the Independence 25. You can click on the subscribe now. Whatever plan that you'd like to select. Let's see if I'm selecting the starter plan. Over here, I can add it for annually or monthly. Independence 25, that is my coupon code. If I click on apply, then the flat 25% will be applied. And you can make the payment right away. So this is something that we have currently for this particular week. So make sure you avail this exciting offer, right? So let's move on to the question set. Okay, so we have a question from Yogesh. So Yogesh asks that, does Speedbot support execution in the US markets? So yes, Yogesh, we have the integration for the US markets. Whatever strategies or algos you'd like to create in the US markets, it is possible through Speedbot. How you can do that? Let me just assist you. So over here, we just log out and log in. So over here, I'll be able to see two countries, India and US. So over here, I've logged into my US account. Whatever bots I would like to create in equity or in options, I'll be able to create it. So these are the stock symbols that we have. So these are usually in the range of 800 symbols that we currently support for the US markets. Maybe Apple or Tesla. So we have n number of symbols over here. Likewise for the option segment. So over here, whatever symbol that I would like to trade, it could be on QQQ, it could be on SPY, SPX, right? So let's say if I'm adding a leg call option for QQQ symbol option, and it could be for the 0 DTs, 1 DTs. So that is totally up to me. What type of contract would I like to select? Now your question would be, what type of brokers do we have for the US market? So in order to navigate to the broker, you can just go to the menu and over here go to the broker section. So these are the set of brokers that we have. Maybe if you have an interactive brokers account, so we can help you for the integration part, or else if you have some TD trade or Tradier account, then we can help you in that integration as well. So you can have multiple accounts over here. Apart from that, if you'd like to trade in crypto markets, so that is also something which is possible. You can just let our team know and they'll be happy to help you. So I hope it answers your question, Yogesh. Let me just switch back to the Indian version. Perfect. Okay, so let's move on to the next question. Does Speedbot support futures-based algos? So this is a question asked by Sanjay. So yes, Sanjay, Speedbot does support future-based algos. How you can do it? Let me just assist you. So over here, if you just open up the option bot builder, and over here, you can just select whatever instrument first of all you'd like to have. That is, it could be on Nifty, Bank Nifty. Let's say if I were to select the Bank Nifty symbol. Then over here, I'll be able to see a button named Future Leg. So I could buy or sell a futures leg, that is, I can go long, short, and the expiry would be for the current month as well as for the next month contracts. And apart from that, whatever entry conditions I would like to add, that is on the basis of the momentum of the underlying or some of the target profit in terms of points and percentage I would like to add, I'll be able to add that. Apart from that, if I were to add conditions on the basis of the technical trading indicators, so that is something also which is possible. So I hope you will be able to create a futures bot now, Sanjay. Okay, so next question, it's from Mr. Wasim. So Wasim asks that I have a trading strategy, but I am not able to build it in your option builder. Can you please help me? Of course, Wasim. So let's say that if you have a trading logic that you are unable to convert it over here in the builder, it could be in the options, it could be in the equity, then you can take help of our experts. That is, let's say if you are able to see this option that is developed with experts, then you can click over here. Then you can mention whatever queries that you have. That is, I need help for my strategy development, like this. And you can upload a file. Let's say if you want to have a detailed discussion, so you can attach whatever files or queries that you have, and you can click on the submit button, and that's how your ticket will be created and you'll be able to track it like this. So I hope this answers your question. So next up we have a question from Darshan. So Darshan asks that I need help in using the feature re-execution. How to do it? So this is a pretty good question. Let's say if you'd like to have a more advanced setting in your algo. So we have enabled such kind of features in our option bot builder itself. That is, you can, whenever your stop loss or your targets get hit, and based on the current market conditions, you would like to again enter the condition, then it is something that is possible from our side. How we can do that? Over here, let me just go to the option bot builder. Now let me just add a leg. Let's say if I'm selecting a Nifty symbol, I'm buying a call. Maybe let's short a put at the ATM price, whatever the ATM is there. I'll be selecting that contract, that strike price, and executing the trade from my end. And over here, in order to place the re-entry or the re-execution, two things are mandatory. You can either select these two, that is either on the basis of stop loss, either on the basis of target. You can mention the re-entry or the re-execution. So let me just add a target of stop loss of maybe 50 points. And over here, let's say if I'm having the re-execution. So what this means, let me just make you understand. Let us say we have shorted a put at 100 rupees and we have kept a stop loss of 50 points. That is at 150, my stop loss will be there. Now, whenever the current market price reaches at 150, then the stop loss will get hit and my position will be exited. That's the first part of our strategy. Now, in order to enable this part, that is the re-execution, whenever the 150 point SL is hit, in that case, I will immediately re-enter in the LTP's ATM contract. That is whatever the ATM is going on. I'll select that particular strike price and I'll short the put of that particular contract. So that's the re-execution I'm doing on immediate basis. Right? So Just to add more to this question, he adds that what do we mean by this reverse symbol? So just to be clear, this reverse symbol means that initially I was using the sell direction. Now when my stop loss gets hit of 50 points, that is whenever the market reaches 150 points, I will buy the contract. That is, instead of the direction going sell, I'll buy it if my immediate reverse feature is enabled in the re-execution leg. So I hope this makes it clear to you. So now we have next question from Kamlesh. So Kamlesh asks that how can we create a range breakout strategy in options? So let me just create a range breakout strategy. That is an algo for you, Kamlesh. That is over here. If I'm simply adding a leg, that is, it could be a breakout bot, right? So I'm simply saying that whenever, that is, I want to check out the range from 9:20 till 10:20. That is the morning range. Whenever its high gets taken out, that is, whenever there is a breakout of the high that is calculated between 9:20 till 10:20, then we will enter into a ATM buy call trade like this. So over here you will be able to see a checkbox for breakout or underlying. That is, would you like to check the condition on the basis of the contract, or would you like to take the trade on the basis of the underlying, right? So over here I would like to take the trade based on the underlying. So I'll just check out this box. Perfect. So that's how, Kamlesh, you'll be able to create your range breakout bot. So I hope it answers your question. So now next up we have a question from Meet. So Meet asks that are there any limitations on the number of strategies I can deploy simultaneously on Speedbot? To answer your question, Meet, currently we do not have any limit. So whatever number of bots that you would like to deploy, you'll be able to deploy it from your end. We do not have any number of limits. However, you can explore the plans, the subscription plans, based on which the number of bots that you'd like to deploy. So you'll be able to check it from your side. So I hope that answers your question. So let's take the next question. So the next question is from Dhruv. So let's take Dhruv's question. So this question is from Dhruv. So he says that if I've kept my entry time at 9:30 and deployed the bot at 10:45, will my entries be taken? So this is a pretty good question. So usually the amateur level traders who are into algo, who have just started their algo trading journey, they usually have such questions that they have deployed a bot at a later stage in the day, and the entry time of the bot was in the morning itself. So would the bot take the trade whenever they have deployed it? So in order to make things very simpler, what we have done over here, that is, let's say if the entry time of the bot was around 9:20 a.m., just to take things simpler. Now, if I somehow forget to deploy the bot at 9:20 or before the market hours. So in that case, what you can do, you can check out this particular box, that is enter if missed. This means that throughout the day, after 9:20 a.m., that is after the entry time, whenever you deploy the bot, at that particular time, the entry will happen right away. So this basically means that the bot was to take the entry at 9:20, but due to some conditions, you did not deploy the bot at 9:20. Now, at somewhere around 11:30, you'd like to deploy the bot. Now, at 11:30, the trades will be taken place automatically. So that's how you'll be able to deploy the bot immediately. So this is something that is possible if you are using the enter if missed feature. So let us just check the next question. Okay, so I want Bankex in option bot builder. Okay, so this is a question from Ilesh. So he says that he wants to have a symbol for an index by the name Bankex. So over here, as you can see that currently we have the support for Sensex, but let's say if you'd like to trade in Bankex, then you can just drop us a message that is over here. You can just mention your query and we'll be happy to enable it for you. Given that the liquidity is pretty low and the volatility is pretty high in the Bankex derivatives contracts, so you can just mention us and we'll be happy to enable the symbol for you. Now let's move on to the next question. Okay, so we have next question from Nikunj. So Nikunj asks that, is it possible to notify ourselves through email or WhatsApp or Telegram? So this is a pretty good question. So I believe that most of us who have been using Speedbot for quite some time, so I do not know whether they have explored this particular feature or not, but we have this feature wherein whatever notifications that you receive over here in the notification section, so you will be able to get that on your Telegram ID. How you can do that? Let me just assist you. You can go to the menu and over here you can just go over here, whatever information that you have provided, and in the notification section, based on that you can just click whether you would like to take the email, whether you would like to have the Telegram. For Telegram, these are the instructions that you can use. That is, you can just search for this particular bot by the name Speedbot _ trade bot, and you can just start off this bot. You can link it with your Speedbot account, follow the instructions. So we have a detailed video for this particular integration as well, and whatever notifications that you receive over here will be directed to your Telegram account. You'll be notified automatically. It could be a general notification, that is whenever your backtesting report is ready, whenever your trades are being placed in forward testing as well as live deployments. So you'll be able to check out these features. So this is something which is handy whenever you are on the go, whenever you are traveling. So you can just assess it using the application. Okay, so let's take 2 to 3 more questions and then we'll wrap today's session. How to trade multiple stocks? in an algo. So this is something that Mr. Nawaz has asked, that he wants to create an algo on multiple stocks. So how is it possible? So on Speedbot Equity Bot Builder, you can create a basket of stocks that you can use to check the conditions for the entries and the exits, and based on that you can create an bot, a trading bot for it. So let me just assist you over here, Mr. Nawaz. You can just click over here, and in the symbols, let's say if you have a defined set of stocks in the basket, that is the indices, then you can just have it over here. That is, if you'd like to check if you'd like to create an algo for the Nifty 50 stocks, then you'll be able to get it over here. Or else you'd like to have your custom made basket, that is for ACC, for TCS, maybe for ITC. That's how you'll be able to add multiple symbols in this particular instance. So I hope, Mr. Nawaz, that answers your question. Now let's move on to another set of questions. How to do forward testing in Speedbot? So this is a question that is asked by Krishna. So Krishna, to answer your question, it is possible to forward test your algo or your trading bot on Speedbot. How you can do that? Let me just open up any one of the bot. Let's say if I go for this particular bot, and over here I can see the option as forward. So this basically means that I'll be deploying this bot in the forward testing. That is, I click on continue. For 1 week I would like to have the forward testing, and in my portfolio section I'll be able to see it like this. That is, whenever the entry condition meets, then I'll be able to check out the position in the forward testing itself. So I hope it answers your question, Krishna. Okay, let's take 2 more questions and then we'll wrap this session up. So this question is from Smriti. So Smriti asks that, how can I select the option contracts on the basis of price or premium? So this is a pretty good question. That is, if you'd like to have the contract selection on the basis of price or premium, so that is something which is possible over here. That is, you can just go to the all bots, you can create option bot, and let's say that instead of the ATM points, if you'd like to check the price, and based on that the closest premium, whatever you would like to define, it could be a 100 rupee contract. Let's say if you want to have the 150 rupee contract that you'd like to buy a call for, then you can just type in the 150 or maybe 160, and whatever LTP that is being traded at 160, that particular contract will be selected and your trade will be placed automatically. So this is something that you can do over here. Now let's take one more question, then we'll wrap this up. Okay, so next question, it's from Jatin. So Jatin says that I'm a beginner in algo trading, and does Speedbot provide any ready-made strategies? So we are a hardcore software development company, Jatin. So we do not endorse any sort of ready-to-use strategies. But if you are just starting out your algo trading journey, then you can explore our template section, wherein based on your understanding of the markets, how the markets react, based on that you can try out the ready to use templates. So these templates have the trading logic that are already disclosed. So you need not focus on why the trades are being taken. You can just read on the literature over here that how this template was created, in which markets does it work, and down here if you scroll you'll be able to see what is the logic behind that. And if you'd like to replicate the same in your Speedbot account, then you can click on the build bot button, and that's how it will be populated under your name, and whatever parameters that you'd like to tweak, those you'll be able to get it like this. So I hope it answers your question. Okay, so I believe that this calls for a day. So thank you everyone for those of you who have joined, and it was my pleasure to answer and cover all the questions that we had today. So we'll be meeting you guys next week, same time, same place. So thank you for watching this video, and I hope to see you in the next one. Thank you so much.